Hi, welcome back to Design CPR, where we'll be talking about preparation. I know that this is not the most fun step in the process, but it is the most crucial. If you don't take the time right now to prepare for your projects, you can end up with a big mess on your hands. So take the time now to prepare, and you're going to save time in the long run cleaning up those messes. So the first step of preparation is to clean, organize, and declutter. You can't really tell what you have in your room or how you can set it up if it's full of stuff that you're not using or a bunch of unorganized things. So take a little bit of time to put everything back in its place. If there's some stuff that you're not using anymore, say to yourself, do I use this? Do I need this? Do I love this? If you say no to any of those questions or even waver, it's time to let it go. If you hold on to this stuff too long, it's going to hold you back from getting new things, from opening yourself up, from clearing your mind. Purging is an amazing feeling, and the hardest part is just starting. If you do make a pile of things that are going to go to the donation center, I suggest you do it really quickly, either that night or first thing in the morning. Get rid of it as fast as you can, because otherwise it'll just continue to build up. Also, it's a great idea to use empty boxes and baskets, and if there's a bunch of stuff all over the place, like you have a bunch of DVDs over here and over there, and CDs and paper clips and all this stuff all over the place, put it all together. All the DVDs go here, all the CDs go here. Then when you have everything nice and neatly organized together, then you can put it away into its appropriate place. So those are the steps for clearing out and cleaning and decluttering. And also, if you're going to paint, you really want to make sure that you're getting the baseboards cleaned really well. You're washing the floors, you're washing the walls, getting all the cobwebs up. And it's really a great feeling anyway, you know, to spring clean no matter what season it is. And I definitely suggest, if you have the funds, get a cleaning person to come in and help you, give them directions on what to do. The next step is to rearrange your furniture. Now that you have a clean and organized space, start to play with your furniture. See what you have. See how it could look good in a different way. If it doesn't look good that way, put it back. You know, a couch doesn't have to go up against the wall. Try it in another place. What do you have to lose? It can always just go back to the same way, but I encourage you to try to change. So play with your furniture, see how it goes. It's also a good time to get behind the couch and behind the armoire and the dresser if you're going to paint and get those baseboards cleaned. So the next step on preparation, if you're going to paint, is to prepare for painting. So put all of your furniture in the center of the room. Make sure you can walk around in a circle. First thing you're going to need to get that's very important is a drop cloth. I like these drop cloths because they're cotton on the outside and plastic on the bottom, so that if paint or stain drips, it absorbs in the cotton but doesn't go through the bottom into the carpet or the hardwood floor. Just be advised, if you're using an old towel or an old blanket, it doesn't have that plastic bottom, so it can definitely leak through and ruin the floor. So beware of that. And on the flip side, a really big plastic tarp, those are really slippery, and I've actually kind of slipped. So that's why I love these. It's kind of the best of both worlds. The next step is to tape your room off. I really prefer the green tape opposed to the blue painter's tape. Both work fine, but I just think this works better for leaks. It's just my pet peeve to have leaks come through. And if you tape this down and use a credit card or a sharp edge and really get it close, you'll be sure to not have any leaks, which are very unsightly. Next, it's a really good idea to spackle. I like this spackle because it goes on pink and then it dries white. And that way you know when you can start to sand, clean it off, and it's ready for paint. Spackling is really important, even for the little teeny tiny holes, because it gives that really nice professional look. And then you have a wide open option of where things go again. You know, you don't have to put something back where it was. In fact, I encourage you to not put pictures back up where they are. Change it up. The next step is to take off all the switch plates. Please do not paint around these. It looks terrible, and it takes 5 minutes. There's one little screw in the middle. I tape it to the back so I don't lose it, and I put them all in a large Ziploc bag. It could not be easier. It takes 5 minutes in the beginning, 5 minutes at the end, and it's going to save you an hour and a half of scraping it off the side or just looking really bad. So please do this. The next step is choosing paint samples. Again, it's really, really hard to choose a paint sample off the little teeny tiny chips. So get these. They're teeny tiny, and they're so simple. You put them up on the wall. You can put big square swatches of a couple different colors and give it just 24 hours. You'll know when you get up in the morning which one you want, even if they're very close shades. It's really hard, like I said, to choose off those little swatches. So just take this extra step. Obviously, painting is not forever. If you don't like a color, of course, you could paint over it again, but that's a big job and a big step. So eliminate that need to ever have to go over your paint with a new color by testing. And that's pretty much it for painting. After you're done painting, a few simple tips for preparation is when you're hanging new pictures or shelves or curtains and curtain rods, make sure that you are using a level and a tape measure. Oh, and also a pencil. Get a nice sharp pencil and keep it close by. I always keep it in my hair because I always seem to lose my pencils and it drives me crazy. So these are 3 things that are really important. Of course you're going to have a hammer and a drill and all that stuff, but if you're not really making sure that your marks are level and you're measuring, you can end up with shelves that are hanging like this, or pictures that are crooked or not parallel to each other. If you don't have experience in painting, I would definitely suggest asking a friend to come over and have them help you, because it can be hard in the beginning, and you don't want to mess up your new paint job with holes in the wall with nails. So that is preparation. You know when you're cutting corners, so I really just suggest try not to take the easy road on this, because it may take a little bit longer right then and there, and you may be anxious to get the room done, but I promise you, in the end, you're going to save yourself heartache and just a lot of cursing. So that's it for preparation. I'll see you in a second for the R.